good morning, good afternoon, whatever time you are tuning in. Please subscribe to my channel and happy new year to everybody. I am going to react to this video. Uh, I think it's a podcast called Listen to Black Women. So I'm going to go ahead and listen to black women. All right, All right, man, let's go ahead and listen to black women.
Have a bone to pick, okay? Melissa.
Yeah.
I fell for you, girl. Joe Button. Now, I heard he had a lot to say about listen to black women. Or black, what was it?
They came up with a couple of, quips and funny little names for the show to, I guess, highlight that I was, on a couple of episodes.
Recognizing.
Cheers. Now let's cheers again for that one.
Cheers to that, friend.
Shout out to our brothers for listening to black men.
Mm-hmm.
They come over here. Sometimes they got to check us. Sometimes we got to check them.
Mm-hmm.
It's an understanding. We have mutual respect. Never called each other out each other's name.
Mm-hmm.
I just felt for you because I know the type of person you are. I know you're a very smart, beautiful woman. And sometimes it's cringy and hard to watch. To see a man like him try to act like your opinion, that is not valued like it is over here. Because,
Yeah.
we value you.
Thank you. It's definitely a situation where, I feel like an interloper. You know what I mean? Like, it was very much a man cave before I came along. There was quite a demand to interject a woman's point of view because it was so guy.
Speaking of something else that just makes no damn sense to me, Jonathan Majors. Right?
Oh, Lord.
Numerous times he has said that he's looking for his Coretta Scott. Would you consider yourself a Coretta Scott, ladies?
I think people often forget that Coretta Scott King is and was an activist. And I find it very weird that after you get
Who's
caught
Coretta
up
Scott?
with beating on a white woman, and in the midst of trying to rebrand, you go and you get Megan Coretta Scott King.
Because guess where you ain't gonna find Coretta?
And while I love her too, I have to be honest, this man is going to a black woman to rebrand.
But they still
Coretta
together.
Scott.
Yeah.
And he got found guilty. They still together. So maybe
And in love.
they might be in love.
Megan is a treasure in our community, which is why a lot of people were like, girl,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
because like we hold you up here.
I look stupid as hell. Let me tell you something. I was on air like, ain't no damn way Megan is dating this man.
And let me make something else clear too. It wasn't that black people weren't supporting him. His most viral
We were
cover
there.
was the ebony cover.
Well,
That's why he
I
went
want
to
to go
her.
back to.
Is she related to Martin Luther King? I did not know that. Okay.
Coretta Scott of it all, because even in that little speech, hearing the audio that he was giving to Grace and telling her, I'm a great man, and
I'm like,
don't
Martin
you
Luther
know
King.
who I am? He was comparing himself to Martin, and it's like you're trying
his mama.
to get a first lady, essentially.
I watched a lot of the trial. I read the transcripts. There were a lot of times when he was asking that white woman to save him by not saying anything, by staying quiet.
Exactly.
Right?
I've been in an abusive relationship and I've chased his ass.
Okay.
And he's whooped my ass and stomped me down to the ground. And I had 2 black eyes. And I couldn't come outside for months.
Literally.
And that man, people was defending him and people were saying that this is a good man, this is my guy, he's a good guy. And imagine being that woman, white, black, I don't care what color you are, and he whooped on your ass and everybody's telling you.
Are we talking about the same thing? Jonathan Majors, who was found innocent? Really? This woman out here talking about somebody who was found innocent. And a woman who accused him, nothing happened to her. Let's listen to black women, baby.
You're lying because you chased him in one video.
Right. Well, you know what? We don't know.
We don't know.
Yeah.
I am listening to black women. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and keep it. There we go.
So, when modern woman, right, we are protecting ourselves because now it's coming to the situation where we're blamed for things. Even when we jump behind and help and try to save somebody, we're the issue there. So is that the modern day woman?
No.
The modern day woman is just, we've gotten to such a privilege of being able to shift the narrative of what womanhood looks like. Like my mom married to get out of her house, and her mom did the same thing.
Right.
And I couldn't imagine that for myself. You know, I'm 39 years old now, and I would like to be married and get in a committed relationship and all of that, but I don't want to do so just
Cats
to
and
like
dogs.
escape or welcome in this next part of my life that I think this person is going to usher me into. I don't want to be nobody's Coretta. Like, I'm having a great time being Oprah. Whoopi. I like all.
So you're having a good time being a Whoopi, and so she just said she don't want to get married. She don't want to ever get married. She gonna make her money. She want to be internet famous and do whatever she want to do. She don't want nothing else. She want to be like Oprah and them. Okay, I'm still listening to black women.
They don't want nobody up in their house.
What about when you want a sugar daddy?
I really do it to
We talked about this, and I told you
There's a website for that.
What is your reasoning behind that?
I mean, I know that there's a lot of negativity around that, but I would love to be taken care of and not be any of my money.
Wait
I
a
don't want to control.
minute. Wait a minute. Didn't she just say she want to be like Whoopi and whatever her name is and Oprah? You want to be alone, but you want somebody to take care of you? Wait a minute. Come on now. You don't go both ways, baby. No way. You want to be taken care of, but what is that?
If I could cater it.
9 times out of 10, when you're leading with the money, it's because you want to be able to control the person.
Yeah.
So you use the money to kind of
Not
keep
true.
them in a certain way.
Yeah, but
True.
even the broke ones, they want.
They
They
want
do.
control
Yeah,
too.
they-
Which is why the modern woman is out here kicking doors
But you
down.
also said, no, but a real man is going to provide and not have to look at it as, well, I'm providing for you so I can control you.
Eventually, it all will. Do you have to be out this late? Is it, why are you coming in this late?
But that might be respect.
Because it's my job.
Why are you coming? Are you coming that late though?
I'm a comedian. I have to be at nightclubs till probably
Yep.
2:30 in the morning. And it started off not controlling, but then it turned in.
Saying all that. Okay, you gotta be at the club, right? You're a comedian, whatever, however you say it. And somebody attack you. Now it's my fault. You're gonna blame me regardless. Why you didn't protect me, whatever. I am still listening to black women though.
Just throwing little hints here or doing it in a subtle way to try to make me say, oh, well, maybe I don't need to be out 5 nights a week when I know that's where I need to be.
Yeah. Well, how about if it flips? We all have a couple dollars up here, right? Modern woman. Is the modern woman willing to be the controlling one and take care of the
Yep.
man and let him be a stay-at-home dad?
It's
This here. This is not the representation of a black woman. A real black woman, when I see her here, with her goodies hanging out like that, talking about man not providing for them. You guys, you use kids to control this man. That's why this men's are running away. Every time you use something to control a man, he is going to run away. Or you going to have some kind of attitude. I'm coming from work, you have all this attitude. Of course, he's going to run away. He's going to go. So don't listen to these women here. They're over 30, 40. Their time is about to run out. and out here advising young women on how to live, and some of them are baby mamas. They don't have no man, and you're advising you're giving an advice to somebody, to these young women, and then these young women here are listening and eating this shit up.
For me, because the ship has sailed on children for me. Like, that's just not gonna happen, you know? So for me, having a man in my life is somebody who is like, will be a really great addition to what I've already set up for myself. Like, I'm now a homeowner. I have a really great job.
Congratulations.
So
men don't care about your house. They don't care about your money. The only man that cares about all that are bums. Yeah. They don't care about your house, your money, your status. They want peace and quiet. They want respect. Yeah, that's all. So yeah, they are here. I am still listening to black women. They have not said anything that I agree with.
just like the guy that would be perfect in my life would be somebody who wants to be a witness to my life and I'm a witness to theirs. We're the rich auntie uncle. Yeah. That's me.
So you never thought about kids?
Rich auntie uncle. Oh, okay. Let me keep
Marriage?
No.
I've
That's
always
a
thought about
lie.
kids and marriage, and now
Bruh, that's a lie right there. No woman in her lifetime would not think about marriage. No, none. You can tell she's lying. She's saying she never think about getting married. There's no man who wanted to wife her. Then it says a lot of things about you. If you are that beautiful. I mean, the excessive makeup on her. Ugh. If you're that beautiful, and then you're telling me there's no man who wanted to wife you up, and you're saying here that you didn't want to.
totally flipped. I am at a point where I do not want kids.
Mm-hmm.
However, I'm also open if the partner situation comes in and there's kids involved or what. I am open to that, but I feel
Your time ran out. Your time about to run out, or it already did run out. Now you want to raise other women, kids. People, you need to stop listening to this women. Jesus.
I'm having to keep remaking that piece in order to not make myself feel like I'm mourning some life that I didn't get, that I thought I always wanted. And
It's also making peace with the decisions that you feel like you were always supposed to want, but you never really actually wanted them. If I wanted something to happen, I would have made it happen.
Right.
Children
That's real.
didn't happen. And it's probably because I never really saw myself as, being a mom. Like it wasn't in the cards, and I've been secretly okay with it, but I felt ashamed.
Cause you value your money, you value probably your job, or you value your education, or you value your boss bitch vibe. That's all you valued your whole life.
To actually admit that,
Why?
Yeah.
Because other women made you feel that way? Or society made you feel?
It's a societal pressure to make you feel like if this is not being used, your uterus is not in use, then what use are you as a woman?
Yeah.
You know what
But
I mean?
they make men too, because a guy that I've been seeing, he doesn't have any kids, and the first thing that people are all and I was guilty of it too. I was just like, you ain't got no kids, but I caught myself and I was like, no, Tori, don't think like that. Just maybe he just hadn't found that person.
But it's a little bit more forgiving for them. Like they can get away with being like the George Clooney, like Bachelor for
the
Life
Bachelor.
kind of thing.
Always cuter.
It just
Of
is.
course.
For
True.
women, it's just like, what's wrong with you?
I've met someone recently, and he's in his 40s and he doesn't have children. I'm like, I had a slight moment where I was like, okay, you sure you got no kids? Like, you sure you got no kids in Haiti somewhere?
Right.
But also I was like, maybe God just saved this one for me. Like,
Right.
maybe that was
No,
my little
that's
treasure
not
to
it.
find.
Here's the funny
That's
thing.
not
So
it, baby.
I didn't see myself having kids until I was 35. I had kids 9 years earlier than 35. And so, you know, in my mind, I was like, oh, okay, so I'm not going to have a career. I couldn't navigate and do as much as I wanted to do. So, you know, now that my kids are older, I feel like I'm a little late to the party. But I'm starting to remove that out of my head because I'm like, no, Tori, now is the time. You know, your kids are older.
I was going to say, you are the party.
Yeah, we're going to get out of here. Thank you so much for...
Listen, guys, these women here, listen to black women. You need to go find a better role model. There's some other podcasts you don't need to listen to. A woman is happier when she's at home taking care of her family. I can see miserable in this conversation. I can see cats and dogs in this conversation. I can see cats and dogs in their lives. Some women right here. Well, thank you for watching, and good night, and Happy New Year again.